So before we begin, just a short surprise announcement. There's actually a free Celestial Hypogean chest as well as 20 invite letters for those of you guys who log into the game after the March 27 version 1.33 patch itself. So part of the anniversary celebrations. And on top of that, if you are able to actually key in the codes, this is the code for 300 gems right here. Happy every day. Okay, so I'll be copying this code in the comment section later so that you guys can just copy paste for it. And last but not least, if you want to win the Hemi plushie right here, right, feel free to leave your blessings for AFK Journey in the 1-year anniversary video in the AFK Journey official page. So this will allow you to stand a chance to win the award-winning edition Hemi plushie for free. So that's for the AFK Journey site, the official platform site. Now on our channel, since we have been around with AFK Journey for quite a while, we're gonna do our own giveaways as well. So 3 different giveaways. 50 AFK Journey codes giveaway courtesy to the previous creator season tournament. So pretty simple, join the Discord, which I'll link in the description down below. Enter right here in the giveaway section and you will be eligible for these codes. Next, we are also going to do a $50 ×2 giveaway for 2 winners on the Discord. Same thing, join Discord, enter, eligible for the giveaway. And last but not least, another $50 ×2 giveaway. So a total of $200, 4 winners, $50 each. So the 2 $50 giveaway on this video requires you to comment your best wishes for AFK Journey as well as whether or not you will be pulling for Athalia or whichever upcoming units for this anniversary celebration. Pretty simple, and that's pretty much it. And we will pick the winners from the random comment generator. So as long as you're posting, you stand a chance to win the $50 for yourself. Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK Journey video. So before we start this video, I would like to thank Pete for lending me his account to showcase the Paragon Athalia. So I'm personally not pulling for Athalia in my own main account, and I will explain in another video to break down my situation and then why I'm not going for her. But for today's video, we're going to showcase what Athalia can do in the various game modes that she could excel at. So for Athalia's kit itself, this unit is definitely more PvP centric, but there's another situation where Athalia could be really good, and that is number 1, either if true damage is the way to go as the main damage dealer, or number 2, you need a quick way for you to kill a lot of enemies at the same time. This is where Athalia's AoE with the Vengeance Charge as well as the combination of Divine Verdict makes her a really good AoE damage dealer as well. So we have her being in the best team for the next round of Relentless Rumble for this account right here. So for Relentless Rumble, we have Bro2 on the VN server, and for the Dudley's case, we're going to showcase her damage performance to some of the best units in this game mode over here. So without further ado, let's start the battle. Okay, so we'll do some simple damage showcase later for this unit, but Athalia as a unit comes online faster than Harak. But I'll say Harak is a unit that has a higher upper limit because Athalia's kit is that of quick burst for her to spam her second skill, which does a lot of damage, over gaining stats after killing the enemies. So I think in a long drawn out battle where Harak is able to scale to his maximum potential, this is where I think Harak's damage output will still be higher, and in most bossing cases, I guess Harak is probably going to scale better compared to Athalia. So Athalia is able to come online faster, but Harak's able to scale more as we have longer battle times or more space for Harak to gain the kills and stats itself. So that is the, I'll say, Harak versus Athalia comparison, because they are sort of like hyper carries. And then if you were to compare between Athalia as well as Diano, I think Diano is able to sort of come online faster if you have a full team for Dino, but for Athalia's case, I think she can fit into a lot of teams that does quick damage to bring down the opponent quickly, and that's where the difference lies between the 2 Celestial hyper carries. Dino is very team dependent, Athalia's less team dependent, and they pretty much does the same hyper carry job. So right here, let's showcase the numbers. So we have Harak being the highest damage dealer, and we have Athalia right here doing quite a fair bit of damage in this game mode. So this is one thing about Athalia with regards to the scaling side. So I think she did a lot of damage at the start for Harak to actually grow faster, and this is where she still does a lot of damage even though she's not as scaly as Harak as a whole. Another thing about Athalia is I do think that she's one of the insanely powerful direct counter to Dunlia right now, unfortunately, because Athalia's not that ultimate reliant. Her ultimate does quite a fair bit of single target damage, but her main damage source comes from the second skill. So unfortunately for Dan, I think Athalia is going to be another answer to this unit. So that's for the general usage side. That's for the PvE side. Now let's talk about the PvP showcase for Athalia with regards to the normal arena as well as Supreme Arena. So we did a few runs on this account and we're going to showcase it. Okay, so let's do our Chippy Hemi showcase. Okay, so I did like quite a few testing and just to see like what comms actually work. But in most cases, I think if you have a comm that allows you to kill your opponent fast enough for her to start spamming her second skill, that's where she will just wipe the field like this. Wait, the battle happened a little bit too fast because she's a very fast unit, right? If you're able to bring the opponent down. So let's go here. Okay, we're gonna slow down the battle. So she just runs to the side and then our Siren is able to silence the opponent. The opponent's Siren is able to silence us. Okay, and then right here we pull everyone in with our own Siren's ultimate. Athalia does the dash and then there's another silence dash that removes all the enemy right here. So this is battle number 1. Now for the battle that we lost, I actually tried her out with much lower comm with Hemi right here. So I guess I lost for a reason right here. But we're gonna showcase it with the Chippy Hemi team over here. So I did a Chippy Hemi team. I also did a Mauler team right here. So this is us with Chippy and Hemi with Resto and Siren with the Athalia in the team. Okay. So I think this will actually showcase her prowess as a carry because there's 2 units that are not as impactful. Okay, but once she starts to steamroll, she just wipes the whole battlefield with the Divine Verdict stacks as well as the second skill over here. Yeah, so I think she goes really well with Siren because Siren is actually quite a bursty character, and with that pull ability grouping all the enemies together, that will maximize her damage potential for the Vengeance charge. So just one more with your standard Bonnie-Tarsi team. Okay, so this is with Bonnie as well as Ludovic. Okay, so this is Bonnie-Tarsi team. Let's run through this. So I think she works with most of the existing mana teams, and probably gonna be seeing a lot of use for the PvP side. On the defense side, I think there could be a better team for her, but so far for the Supreme Arena side, the best still seems to be the Wilders faction because of the invincibility to give her the additional survival before she scales up to become the hyper carry. Yeah, because like her survival before she scales up is still a problem, so that's why the Wilders faction is still the best. Okay, so this is for normal arena. Next, let's move on to the Supreme Arena side. Okay, so for the Supreme Arena side, we did a few runs over here. Let's showcase a few matches with her right here. Okay, so this is her. This is me running her with the Wilders factional talent. So against Dino, I think Dino can actually come online faster if this was a team that's meant to support Dino. So in this case, I think the opponent's not running a Wilders Tau for Dino. So that meant that the Dino got sniped down, unfortunately. So that's why the Dino disappeared from the slashes from our Athalia. So similar to Dino, Athalia also has some survival issue, but Athalia does have the backup mechanism to become the lens form when she dies in battle. So she's still able to contribute to the battle after she falls, but generally speaking, I think she will face similar issues to Dino in terms of survival. And I guess against like Bonnie-Tarsi opposing comm, you have to find a way to allow her to survive first before she's able to scale up. So you can also sacrifice her so that she transforms into the lens form, and then you take one for the team, right? You use her to take one for the team because she's still able to perform even though she's dead. But at the same time, you want her to be at a full potential for her to scale out as fast as possible. So those are the few things we noticed about Athalia so far. Definitely more PvP centric, more AoE centric in terms of the PvE side for contents. And if these are things which are not of concern to you, then I guess she's a skippable character in most cases. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys!